Hi there, my name is Caroline and welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. Friday Sews for March 1st, 2024. Thank you for joining me today and thank you to Jen for starting this hashtag Friday Sews. Jen from Today in Jen's sewing room, I think, and I will link it in my description. But it's a way of us getting together and talking about of what we did, of what we sewed or we're working on, in the past week, and a little bit about our plans and a little bit about life. So thank you. So I haven't made a Friday Sews in a couple of weeks, but I've been sewing slowly but surely. I actually posted some of my makes on Instagram. My handle is Carolines_handmaids on Instagram. I usually post, I go to the office Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I post every morning what I wear. And I always wear my handmaids, to work because I'm very proud of what I make. I feel good with what I make, and I feel good in what I make, and it's just nice, So I've been working. I worked on, in the past 2 weeks actually, since I made my last Friday Sews, I made 2 things, and I cut out a lot of other stuff which I'm going to share in my plans portion. So I made, and I will put pictures because I wanted to have my mannequin here, but I'm actually on a lunch break at work, and I have a meeting soon, so I didn't have time to go put it on my mannequin and show you. I'll put up pictures for that. So I made the Love Notions Encore skirt. It's a beautiful skirt. I do not have many skirts. Actually, I don't have any skirts. So that was my first skirt in a long time. The last time I made a skirt was 2017, and they have been long gone. So the Encore skirt is, I think it can be made out of a woven fabric and a stable knit. I chose a gabardine that I purchased, but it was a little bit lighter weight. I don't know. I purchased that from Mart Fabrics, and it was $1 a yard. So I think I had plenty of that fabric left. And the interesting thing about the Encore skirt is the way they install the pockets on the Encore skirt. I absolutely loved it. And she also has a video, Tammy also has a video on how to do the pockets. Very nice way of doing it. I do not like the set in, is that what it's called, where you sew in the pocket? This is just a genius way of doing it. It doesn't add bulk to the sides. I like it. Next time I make it, I want to make it again because I'm not too happy. Honestly, I'm not too happy with the fabric. Even though it's a gabardine, it's a little see-through. And so I'd like to make it out of a heavier knit next time, because I have a lot of Ponte in my stash, or a different kind of a woven fabric. Don't know what, maybe a wool blend, or I will see. But I'm gonna redo that in a different, but it's a beautiful skirt. And I wanted something to wear with the skirt. And since this was a brown Encore skirt, the fabric was brown, my daughter was sitting here with me, and then she said, well, why don't you do a pink? Pink and brown go well together. And I looked in my stash and I found this pink, one of these Joann Fabrics beautiful knits, double double brush poly, which is so soft, and I just love that fabric. So I made a Love Notions classic tee to go with it. I always make the classic tee, and I have several of them, but I've never made the V-neck option. I love the scoop neck, but I made the V-neck for the first time, and it was very easy to install. And I actually saw, I don't know her name, but KGFL Creations. I'll put a link on my channel in the description. I love her channel. I keep watching, and so she had made several. She makes a lot of classic tees, I think, and she makes the V-neck. So she inspired me to make the V-neck, and I loved it. So that was my make for the past 2 weeks: the Love Notions classic tee and the Love Notions Encore skirt. In the past 2 weeks, I also cut up. I've told you before that I have a young lady at work who's going to have a baby shortly, and we are having a baby shower on April 11th. So I've showed you several times that I already cut out one outfit, but I went ahead. I had taken a couple of days off last week, and I went ahead and cut out several other baby clothes to do. So on April 11th, I want to be able to give her 6 outfits and 2 embroidery projects. So I'm going to share with you what I did and what my plans are for the next week or so, couple of weeks basically. So the first one that I want to do for the baby, this is now the embroidery projects. So I like making have you ever seen, I'm sure you have seen, these hooded towels for babies, you know, once they have a bath. And I've given this to someone, an ex-boss who's a good friend I think I've given this for their baby. Naomi, if you're watching, hi. But this. So I want to make this. I'm going to go to Target now and get a pink towel and a yellow towel to go on top. And then I'm going to embroider this, a piggy. So I found out that the theme is a jungle print for her baby's room. And the baby's name is Princess. So cute. So I thought this would go perfect for her theme. So I'm going to put this whole thing together. And this one, I find these patterns on Etsy. So this one is from My Petite Fleur. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name, but that's the company's name that makes these digital files to put on my embroidery machine. I'll put a link in the description. So that was the one thing I have planned for this next couple of weeks. Another thing that I'm going to make, this is going to have the baby's name on it. Now, I did not print the English instructions. This is in Dutch, but I have the English version somewhere. And that is to make this. It's a stuffed elephant, and it goes on my embroidery machine. It's done in several hoopings. As you can see, there's several instructions. It goes pages on. I've made this before. If I find a picture, I'll put this. It was my first project on an embroidery machine. I think it was in 2017. I'm going to make the biggest elephant, and on the belly, you see the belly over here, I'm going to embroider the baby's name, which is Princess. So that's the second project that I want to put in the gift bag. Now, let me go through the baby's clothes that I cut out. I didn't know about the elephant theme until yesterday, but but then I happened to cut out a lot of jungle fabric prints. That's God talking to me and telling me to do it. So the next one, I select jungle prints. I thought that was it was divine almost, because I didn't know it was the jungle print, and I cut out all these fabrics last week. So I cut out this for the baby, and it's Simplicity S9023. I cut out all these patterns in different sizes. So Simplicity S9023, and I cut it out of this fabric. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's a jungle print with a little monkey on it. Isn't that cute? It's like a corduroy. I cut out a bigger size in this because I wanted to give one outfit for excuse me, one outfit for every 3 months. So this was for I think 9 months, or 9 months onwards. So I cut that Simplicity S9023. So the next one I cut out was this. It's a McCalls. Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer Simplicity over McCalls. I just somehow every time I sew up a McCalls, the sizing is off for me. Maybe the block is not correct, but then this is a baby, and I also don't like the instructions so much. But anyway, it's just me. So I cut out this, and I cut out VUC. It's McCalls M8315. That one. And I cut it out of this cute quilting cotton that I found in Joann's. So McCalls 8315. The next pattern I cut out is Butterick 6372. This one. I also cut this in a larger size because the baby will be 6 months old in December. 6-7 month old. So I cut out a larger size of that, and I cut it out of this fleece, beautiful fleece fabric that I found in Joann's. It has these little smiley faces. I'm sorry, this is just a band. So that is Butterick 6372 out of fleece fabric from Joann's. The next one I cut out is Butterick 6920. I got all these patterns, I think last week there was a sale. So I cut out B and F. B and F. That was the combination. I actually, since I have a very short time, I cut out the easiest ones so I can get them done. You know, like frilling and all that takes time, even though it's a small piece of fabric. I just made sure they were all this, you know, the ones that were less complicated. And the fabric I chose for that is a knit that I found at Joann's. It's this. It's from their pop collection, I think. It's this apple fabric. So that's what I cut out for Butterick 6920. Now I think this is the last one that I have. Is McCalls M8266. I cut view A. And this was also cut out in a little, it was in the mid section. And this is also a quilting cotton that I found at Joann's. Let me show that. Isn't that cute? That fabric right there. I'm just showing you pieces. So those are the things that I cut out for the baby girl. Baby princess. I can't wait. I plan to get this done. So I am off for spring break, which is I think March 18th onwards. I took 2 weeks off, from March 15th through the 30th. So I plan to get all this done. I want to have a new dress to wear to work on Tuesday. I don't know why. I just want. I want a new dress. So I saw the new Love Notions Aurora dress. I have other patterns cut out. I've showed this to you. But I just wanted to make the Love Notions Aurora dress. So I'm going to go ahead and make it. I think I want to make a cardigan to go with it. Here is the Aurora dress. I love it. I like how it has like some kind of pockets in the front here. I'll put closer pictures, you know, like right there. But I thought that I've seen a lot of pictures on Love Notions. Most of them I think looks casual or semi-casual. I wanted to make it dressier for work because I like the shape of that dress. So I cut it out of this beautiful ponte, or like it's a ponte, or not ponte, it has to be a double brush poly. Look at that fabric. It's very springy too. So I found this fabric at Mart Fabrics, and I think it was $3.99 a yard. It was on one of my trips to that store. And I am going to go again, even though I don't need fabric. But hey, Mart Fabric. Every time I walk into Joann's, I feel guilty because I could drive to Mart Fabrics. But clearly, I have issues in my head to sort out. So those are my plans for. That's what I did in the past couple of weeks and what I made. But thank you for joining me. And I hope to get something done, and I hope to make another video shortly. Thank you for the people here who come and watch me and comment. I want to give a special shout out to, why am I losing my mind? Anyway, Zelda from Zelda Sews. I don't miss a video of Zelda. I also like to watch Tiffany from Hoosier Handmaids a lot. And I don't miss a video from KGFL Creations. I'll put these 3 channels, the links below. Totally enjoy them. And I thank you for coming back and watching my videos. And I had something to share. And, you know, I also wanted to share. I've always asked, as you know, I am a praying Christian woman. I've asked in a video a long time ago if anyone has any prayer requests. Please let me know and I will pray. And it was so nice. I don't know if I've mentioned it in the previous video. It was so nice for one of the ladies to reach out to me and tell me that their prayers have been answered. Isn't Jesus amazing? Maybe sometimes it's not what we want and we have to wait patiently, but she let me know, and thank you for letting me know, dear friend. Let me know if you'd like me to pray for you, and I am more than happy to pray for you. And before I leave, may I read a text from 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10 and 11. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. Take care, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.